lot of them starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, in the truck, and they all.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Ready up.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On play action, Lance. This one swung out to Williams. Touchdown! Jamal Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
43 rails.
Franks. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He's got the first down and more.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's open.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Panthers have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
22 needle. Black Ultra. Green Jack. On the ball. Hunt.
On 1st and 10, Franks
Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 48 yards.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. And they fake the handoff, now Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing now is Lance. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here we go. 52 blaster.
Lance and company going on fourth down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Lions turned away on fourth down. We'll get the football back. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Again, it's Foreman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Check Fury.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, confused.
Another run with McAllister. Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Lance now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rolling to his right.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. This one taken in by Cephas.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Here's Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
Going up top. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Terrible.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds from 13 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception, and again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A first down throw. Here's Franks.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick six.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Lance now on first down. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Lance, flush to his right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
defense with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Yellow.
Franks now.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw.
On first down, here's Franks.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The Franks looking to throw.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Kirby Joseph
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Now Franks.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And Lance going to throw.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
The 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Here we go. Let's go. Charge.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready?
On 2nd down, Swift.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Off of play action. Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Franks now to throw on 1st down.
And he will find his man on the outside. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Black shot. Black ultra.
Operating from the gun. Franks. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On the double. Shot, 17.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Franks.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Working out of the gun, Franks.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. A carry for Foreman. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Ready.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Ready.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
on, set. Ready.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lance on the option right.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Williams.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was